Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special figure showcase and review we're going to be looking at the Transformers Universe 2008 Deluxe Class Acid Storm figure. So what we're going to do with this video, we're going to have a detailed look at him in both of his modes to help you decide how you want to display him. Because he's quite old, I'm going to point out things that you need to be aware of if you have to purchase him one for yourself. We can also see the original owner of his mould, and we can also see subsequent other figures that have also been made. And there's quite a few more than this, to be honest, again, that have just shared the same mould. Now, funnily enough, this was Acid Storm's first incarnation as a figure. And to date, I've got the latest one as well. So we can also have a look and a quick comparison with that as well. So as you can see, quite a lot to get through with this video. So before we get started, I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to this channel, if they'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now, please, because it really will help me out. So then, here he is, Deluxe Class Acid Storm, and as I've already mentioned, the first incarnation in figure of this particular one. As I say, he made a very fleeting appearance in a Generation 1 cartoon, but this was the first figure actually made of him. And as I say, it is a reuse of the Classics 2006 Starscream mould. And to be honest, things to look out for, this is quite a heavily played with one, to be honest. The wings are quite loose, and yeah, I suppose that's the worst thing. The wings are quite loose, but you need to be aware of things like all of these aren't stickers anymore. These are all tamper graphed on. So if these are damaged, then unfortunately it's not going to look too good. Tabs which can snap off on these parts here, which could make it a bit more difficult for transformation process, etc., and sticking in place, are other things to be aware of. Now, the negative thing to this mold, and this always has been, is that once I straighten his arm, give me 2 seconds, again it's just a little bit, that's tight and the rest of it's loose, is that we've got this huge open part there, which I suppose you can't tell or see when he's facing forward, but it is a little bit of a negative thing. There's not much else to point out, to be aware of, to be honest. Unfortunately, he doesn't have his weapons, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Sunstorms, because if I just show you the one in the packaging quickly, if you look just under the wings, there are the black boxes there, which are coming underneath, and all the difference is these are green, whereas these are orange. There's no other difference at all. We might as well have a quick look at him here, and he's lovely packed in there with the bands. There's some brilliant artwork of him right there as well. And if we spin this round, there he is in his robot mode and his alternate mode. There's quite a bit of spiel here in loads of different languages. So if I just scroll it up slowly, if you want to pause it for yourself and read it in your own language, you've got the opportunity to do that. And then the same for this part here. It's calling his blasters double Hyperion 3 blasters. Right, there's not much more to talk about with him with first impressions. Let's have a quick look at him in his alternate mode, and then we'll come back afterwards and do some more comparisons. Okay, so we're back. He's in his alternate mode. Quick apologies for no transformation process on this video. It will be uploaded separately if you want to see it. Couple of reasons for this. One, to keep the main length of the video down, and two, is not to spoil it for people who don't want to see it and want to experience the transformation process for themselves. So lovely looking alternate mode there. And this is, of course, it's an F-15 Eagle fighter jet, but the canopy looks like an F-14 Tomcat. And again, you can really see here the lovely deco, the Decepticon logos there, great use of translucent plastic there in the cockpit, and to be honest, everything I suppose sort of folds away quite neatly. One negative perhaps is there's literally no landing gear anywhere. That is not landing gear, that is just from the transformation process rather. And yeah, I mean, luckily it balances normally. You can see back there it balances straight, but it would have been good to have some landing gear. So the weapons, of course, we can attach in under the wing like so. And again, just remember, these are Sunstorms. Acid Storms would be green, and they fit underneath, and they do fire pretty well, to be honest. I imagine they're all exactly the same. That one's got quite a bit more venom to it though. There's not really much more to say about it. It's a Seeker jet. We love the Seekers. Seekers are incredibly popular, and they still are to this day. And again, I think the main thing is just to show you just the detail on the wings with the detail on it. That's all there is to say. Great figure. Let's come back for the final time with him in his robot mode then and do some comparisons. So then, back for the final time in his robot mode, and the main reason for this is the way that I'm going to choose to be displaying him. We can also now see how he would look with his accessories. Now, you've got two choices with this, to be honest, and this is the one that, although I've got one in display for a second to show you just for this video, you can display him with the weapons in his hands. But let's be honest, I don't think many people are going to be displaying their Seeker jets. Can I get it in his hand? Let's have a look. I can't, funny enough, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to say most people aren't going to be displaying their Seeker jets with the missile launchers, null rays, blasters, whatever you want to call them, whatever different name they've got depending on the character. You're not going to be displaying them in his hands. You're going to be displaying them on the shoulders, like so, like this. And that's pretty much exactly how I have all mine displayed, apart from the ones I'm about to show you now, but that is just to show you the difference. So there is again one version of the mold. We've got original versions of the mold with the classic Starscream, and funnily enough, as I say, I've just put the weapons there for that particular purpose. And then we've got another version of Starscream there, again same mold, oops, and this time obviously with the guns on the shoulders. And then there's, to be fair, there's so many uses of this mold. This one's a BotCon exclusive Sunstorm, which you can see, just great. And as I say, there's many more. Let's move this one out of the way and do one final comparison. And as I say, so what we've got right now is we've got first, and to the date of this video, there is the last standard release of him. He's had a few other little releases, including a masterpiece and a legends scale from the Thrilling 30 toy line, and maybe a couple of others, to be honest. But what you've got in front of you are the main ones. Overall, great figure, brilliant addition to the toy line, and it was so nice to see him get a new update in Siege as well. So there we go. My next task is to find some official weapons for him. Hopefully I'll find one at the next toy fair I go to. But let me know what you think of this figure, guys. Is it one that you've got in your collection already, or is it one that now, seeing this video, perhaps you might want to track down for yourself? Let me know. Take care. Thanks for watching. Like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.